Let's see. I can do it like this. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna put it like this because I think it being this way helps me see if the damn battery, when the thing starts blinking. But this supposedly has a 7-hour battery life. I'm like, girl, my phone don't have a 7-hour space, so we'll never find out. I think I'm gonna try, guys. I do not like going live. I just feel weird. It just feels so weird to me going live. It feels so weird to me. And so, okay, so what are we talking about, girl? We don't have nothing to talk about. Let me delete this screenshot I just took. Let me go to the blogs. Teaching my husband a dance that doesn't exist. Girl, it's a mess. The niggas is falling for everything and anything. Jeannie Mai shares how she has grown through her divorce from rapper Jeezy. This year, I saw the most broken version of myself, but I also saw the strongest. Please say a command. Bluetooth audio. There are women in the comments saying that this is her karma. Is that correct? Yes. Bluetooth audio. There are women in the comments saying that this is Jeannie Mai's karma for saying that she wants dark meat on the side. And I was like, actually, it's not her karma, but okay, if that's the thing, if that's what we're going to go with. But it's actually a confirmation on why she should have kept his ass on the side. Like, she probably is thinking like, damn, I should have kept dark meat on the side. Honestly. You understand what I'm saying? And then she said he was cheating. He said he wasn't. I don't know, like, if the divorce was a surprise, but you knew he was cheating, were you going to work through him cheating on you? Is that what was going to happen? And then they were like, her mother and brother lived in the house too. I'm like, unfortunately, which I think is a disservice, but, Asian communities really believe in multi-generational households. And I really think it does a great service to people who grow up in multi-generational households. I did. I really think it does a great service to people growing up. Girl, like I said, it's slapped on here. And a lot of Black people don't operate like that. The actual, like I'm telling you, I realized that when I need to move. When my family was moved all over the place, like my father lived in Santa Clarita, my aunt lived in Etowanda, my other aunt lived in Lake Elsinore, we lived in Boyle Heights. You know what I'm saying? It was just like everybody was so scattered. Other people lived like in Inglewood. Everybody Black in Southern California lived in Inglewood at one point, in their life. Okay. But yeah, over there in Los Angeles and Southwest LA, over there on, off of Normandy in Vermont, and everybody was just spread. Everybody started out like in community, but then eventually everybody spread out to move into like suburban areas, which is wonderful. That's great. Show a level of advances, get out of the urban areas, move into the suburban areas. But when I realized that my family was all like spread out, you could realize, you can understand how things get broken down, But anyways, they were like, her mother and her brother lived there. Yeah, you thought you were going to be in a relationship with an Asian woman and not think her mom and her family and her family was not going to be living there at some point? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all didn't know? That's what happens. Y'all be so quick and eager to get in relationship with people from other communities and cultures, and you don't understand and you don't understand, you probably should sit around a little while and get to understand what the culture is like and see if that's something that you are going to want to, be in community with. It's her karma. Let's hear what Jeannie Mai has to say. She was on Jennifer Hudson's show. I was so mad at Jennifer Hudson. Oh my God. Not mad, not really mad, but just like annoyed with her ass when Usher went to serenade her and she was so busy trying not to be serenaded because she was with Common. Girl, you're with community dick. It's okay. Don't miss out on the experience of having one of today's greatest entertainers serenade you because you're concerned about how this nigga is gonna feel. Girl, fuck Common. Girl. And that's all you need to be doing. It's fucking Common. When y'all, like, I don't understand. I guess Common, I don't know. I haven't really seen too much of Common's Yelp reviews. I know that the people actually leave and they leave anonymous, like, reviews. Like, you don't really know. Like, he's been in a relationship with Serena Williams, Angela Rye, Erica Badu, and it's like, who else? Tiffany Haddish, and now he's on to Jennifer Hudson. And nobody ever comes out. They come out and say, like, very, like, few things about their relationships with Common, but they all leave at a certain point. I think there's some emotional healing. I think he has some, I don't know. I can't even begin to, like, imagine what Common's thing is, but I know he goes from it girl to it girl, laying pipe. So that's all you need to be doing is fucking community dick, and damn sure not be serenaded by Usher. Come on, that's fun. I asked y'all on Twitter, who do you think gave the best performance? A lot of y'all said Kenya, Janelle Monáe, Kiki. What else did y'all say? Y'all said Kiki, Janelle Monáe. Oh, Doja Cat. I didn't even know that was Doja Cat when she first got up. But anyway, so Jeannie Mai, let's go back to Jeannie Mai. What did she say? Let's see what she said. She was on Jennifer Hudson. That's what made me talk about Jennifer Hudson. Okay, so we back to Jeannie Mai.
The last time you were here, some unexpected news broke about your marriage.
I was going through things, and marriage ended in divorce, and it was kind of hard. So yeah, it's what I'm dealing with day by day,
And how are you doing now?
Well, I think I'm doing better now. I think at the time when I found out, at the same time as the rest of the world, that my marriage was ending in divorce, I was gutted. So yeah, today it's about picking up the pieces. It's about discovering me and being a mom to the best blessing in my life, my little girl.
Accentuating the positivity and the beauty of life.
Even though this year I met the most broken version of me, I also met the strongest version of me.
I love how you said that. That's going to empower so many. Jeannie, things are different.
It's Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson's voice. Jeannie, what happened? She's good. Come on, Virgo. But I didn't like that, how you did that for Common. Anyway, so there's women in the comments saying that that's, Jeannie Mai's karma for, because they have to protect their men. So that, it's karma for her saying that she wants dark meat on the side. But what I don't understand and help me understand is, if he was cheating, right? There's allegations of cheating that he's come out and denied. He filed for divorce. There are some speculations that it's because of her, culture, how culturally her mom and relatives are around all the time and brother are around all the time. I don't know. I honestly don't know if you can be in a relationship with an Asian person and not expect to be in a real, like, communal type atmosphere. Like, I don't know, because it's really their culture. So that's something. Some speculations is that it's that. We don't know why it's irretrievably broken. We don't know why he filed for divorce. Maybe she was trying to work through the cheating allegations. Through the cheating. But if you filed, but you also cheated, Maybe that's why he filed, because he cheated, and it would be, I don't know. I have no idea. But there's nobody has come out and what's his name? Janky? What's his name? Jeffrey Jenkins? What's his name? Jeffrey Jenkins. Isn't that Ja Rule's name? Jeffrey. I think his name is Jeffrey. What's Ja Rule's name? Isn't it Jeffrey? I thought it was Jeffrey. Anyway, Jeremy Jenkins. I don't know what young Jeezy's name is, girl, but I know it starts with a J. But he went and filed for divorce. We don't know why. People are just speculating and projecting. We have no idea why. She's alleging cheating. He's now saying that she's gatekeeping their daughter. So that's happening. And it's just like, it's crazy. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know, Jeannie Mae Jenkins. She went from not wanting children to then getting with this man, having a child, and then actually marrying him, and then being divorced in 2 years. A lot of things can happen in like, a very short time span. Her marriage lasted 2 years. She's alleging cheating. We don't know what it is. We have no idea why he filed for divorce. And typically men don't file for divorce. I tell you, they'll stay as long as you will have them. They'll terrorize you, honey, make your life fucking miserable. Okay? Miserable. Les Miserables. They will, before they leave. It will be you who will have to, pull the trigger on that, so to speak. And that's just what it is. However, he filed. So now it looks like what could she have done? What could she have possibly have done for him to file? Like I said, what I said the other day, maybe he just realized, I don't want to be married. And to me, I feel like that's okay. I'd rather leave the marriage when I realize I don't want to be in it than just keep going for the sake of community, for what your community might say to you. Fuck that. I'm not going to be in no marriage unhappy. And maybe he realized, like, I'm not going to be able to do this for any amount of time, whatever the reason is. We don't know. Or maybe he went down and was running down to the courthouse like Ralph and Drew. Ralph and Drew was running down to the courthouse to file divorce. So we'll see. We don't know. But of course, nobody's going to be like, yeah, I cheated. I mean, some dudes maybe will admit like, yeah, I cheated and that's why she left. But maybe they got into an argument and she was like, we might as well just get divorced. And he was like, okay, well, let me go down there and file then, since that's what we going to do. So, but it's a lot of, karma comments. This is her karma, You should have not married, even though he's had relationships with black women and hasn't married any of them. But black women will still go up for him and be like, that's what she gets. She shouldn't have messed with our kind. Even though he won't marry you. I don't know. I don't know. Say, wave to her, honey. Well, as we pass her, good luck. We'll see you next time when we come around here. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I have no clue. I'm trying to get to a stoplight so that we can, what are these, apartments? Right next to the highway? I don't know. I guess so. It's okay. I guess it's okay. Come on, you're yielding, not stopping, ma'am. You obviously don't know how to drive. Let's go. Clear you don't know how to drive. Oh, Jesus. So, oh yeah, here we are. We're at a light now. I'm trying to turn this heat. I'm trying to get the heater at the right temperature. And some of the comments, I'm going to read a couple comments. I don't get why everyone is upset with her. So Jeezy can do interviews about their relationship, but she can't. No, she can. Women are going to be mad at the women. First of all, you were able to get a black man to marry you, girl. What did you do for him to divorce you? That's what it's going to be. They go into protection mode, right? Like I said, it's always 1 or 2 or 3 or 500 waiting in a booth to Change her clothes and put her fucking cape on, honey, to go save the motherfucking day. Good luck, honey, as we pass her, because she gonna still be standing in the same place, going up for Jeezy. She can't do any interviews, but he can. He can talk about the relationship, but she can't. Why we gotta hear about this and all this other stuff? Imagine scrolling Instagram and finding out your husband filed for divorce. Ask Portia. She found out Cordell filed for divorce down to the Twitter. To find out someone is divorcing you when the world finds out is low and dirty. At the least, she should have known before we did. Just be a man about it, in my Toni Braxton voice. I know y'all don't see it for her, but I feel bad for her. And why don't you see it for her? Because she said your nigga was a side, what do you call them? A side? Girl, he wasn't the main course. Or, girl, I told you I'd be sneezing and it'd be like 3 or 5 times in a row. It'd be like a lot of times in a row. It's not just one. I can't just sneeze just once. Oh, I can do that. Oh no, I can't. Can I do that? Everybody's. That's what's going on with Jeannie Mai and Jeannie Mae Jenkins. Jeannie Mae. You know, I mess with her name, Jeannie Mae, because Jeannie Mae Jenkins sounds like a black woman. Jeannie Mae Jenkins sounds like a fucking black woman. Okay, Jeannie Mai Jenkins. But it's Jeannie Mai. I heard Rodney asking, is it May or Mai? It's Mai, M-Y. Jeannie Mai. Hello, honey. Hello, honey. It's her mother. I know her mother is a motherfucking dragon. I bet you she is. Aren't her mother and father divorced? I think her mother is a hellraiser. I think Jeannie Mai's mother is a hellraiser. I believe her. I love me some Big Snow, but you can hear her voice change answering this question. Baby, she's hurting badly. She's promoting a show she's on and has to answer questions about her divorce. That's hard. There's some women in the comments who have some compassion for her, just as a woman. Dark meat on the side. And to me, I feel like if a woman tells you she likes her dark meat on the side, why would you enter I want to be a motherfucker's main course if that's the case. If you enter in a relationship, I don't want to be the side. I don't want to be in a relationship with you and be considered side, right? I'm supposed to be the main course. She likes she said white meat keeps her mean and lean. She likes her dark meat on the side. She should have kept his ass on the side. I know she said, I know she has said that. Remember she was rolling down the street singing Tupac with him on a bike in front of, right on the street. I think Jeannie Mai is from the Bay, so it's okay. Asians and black people is real mixed up in Northern California. It's fine. There's no tea. But you should have kept his ass on the side. You know how many niggas are fine being side niggas? Side pieces being on the side? They happy. For those who might not know about the cheating allegations, let me explain. These are all women. There are women who are compassionate, women who are saying it's her karma. Simple fact she found out on social media is cruel, one comment says. It is mean. That is mean. And then you're like, did he even care at all? Do you think, I feel like she shouldn't have been in a relationship. His Yelp reviews were out. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's like, for those kind of relationships, you kind of got to be like, girl, you knew, right? You give grace to a woman who enters a relationship with a man who does not know his history, his Yelp reviews. But if you don't you should meet a person and you should actually Google them. Type in their name. And if they have a problem with you Googling them, that should probably tell you something. Because you Google them and what's going to come up? Why don't you want me to Google you? What are you afraid that I'm going to see, or what don't you want me to see? And then that should be the last conversation. How come I can't Google you? You won't give me your last name so I can Google you? What? From my vantage point, it's safer to keep them as strangers. Keep them on the side, child. For service, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's sad. It's really unfortunate. She'll go back to bobbing her head for apples. Bobbing her head. Bob, girl, bobbing for apples. She'll go back to bobbing for apples or going to the grapevine to pick some grapes. The women are not going to stop. They're gonna trek their life. Look at Tamar. Tamar down there. She's down there looking like a fool for a wigger. That's exactly what he is. He ain't nothing but a fucking wigger. That's exactly what that man, that ambulance chaser is talking about. He don't want to. Ambulance chasers want to be famous. They don't make billboards for nothing with their face on them for nothing. In the corner, like this, pose like this. Call us now. If you're in an accident, he wants to be famous. Tamar, poor Tamar. She needs deep therapy. You saw how wobbly her neck was when Iyanla was trying to help her. Oh, that shit girl, a mess. He has honey over there, and he got some plants and some oranges, and honey. I know they're from his farm. I'm gonna go get some honey from him. I do need some honey too. But I don't have. I know. I'd rather give him cash. I don't have any cash on me. Let me see what else. Finding out on social media is trash. That's trash. And then you think about it to yourself. You think about it to yourself that it's like, damn, like that's how you feel about me. And it's like the person that you meet, like I think somebody said it the other day, the person that you meet at the end of the person that you are dealing with at the end of your relationship is not the person you were dealing with at the beginning of your relationship. It's not. So, well, I mean, I get we may never know. We may never know why Jeezy filed for divorce. Okay, we back down here for us just for a second until the battery tells me, "Girl, what? Can I get in here?" They're surveying. Um. Oh, okay, I can. I thought they had it in the way. This man is still here from this morning. He must not have nowhere to go. He is still here. This same man, y'all. You know why I know it's him? Because he had a dent in his. I thought it was the beast. I thought it was the parents to the beast. But it's this man. He had a dent in his car, and it's the same dent. In his interview, he didn't want to say anything negative about her. She didn't say anything negative about him. Let's wrap this up. We don't care. I don't believe her story. My opinion, she seems like she lives in a fantasy world in her head. A lot of y'all live in a fantasy world. Girl. Somebody said, Jeannie, please. Imagine finding out your husband divorcing you at the same time the rest of the world. Why humiliate her? Y'all was only married 2 years. When was this? Miss, you never have bought your mama. You never should have brought your mama and your brother in the home. It gives the impression that your family doesn't trust him. Oh, so while this man is here, your brother needs to be here and your mother needs to be here. So it comes off as if you don't trust him. Wow. I never thought about that perspective. We're not going to let him be alone with her. They was alone long enough to produce a child. So, but a man wants to be able to treat his partner whatever way he wants to treat her in public. Like on Bell Collective. Did I review Bell Collective? Did I take notes for Bell Collective? I don't even know if I did. Hold on. I didn't talk about Miami. We got to come down here and talk about Miami. I'm gonna just combine Miami's last episode and this week's episode. I didn't talk about Bell Collective when Glenn was questioning Letitia I gotta take notes. When Gwen was questioning Letitia, was questioning the contract he and Letitia had in front of the client, I was like, these niggas. And it's like, you call them leaders and heads of household, and they're not even business minded to like understand how inappropriate it is to, one, argue with your wife in front of a business person who's going to give you some business in a business meeting. You're not arguing with your wife. You're not questioning the contract as if you should have had that conversation before y'all sat down. Apparently she's going to pay him out of the business. And I'm not sure. I mean, it's her book. It's her story, and he's just a character in the story, but somehow he feels like, because I guess he considers himself a main character, because she treats him like that. Letitia's whack to me. I start to lose respect for women like that. Like, girl, it's too long. He's arguing with you, like literally arguing, and then he tells her, "Put your game face on." And she was like, she didn't had her game. She been playing games with you since she was 18 years old. She's had her game face on. I just want to know what is in a woman. Is there no shame when you take a man back, or do you just like, you're ashamed for a little while and then you get over it? Or it's because you get over it because you are socialized to believe that that's just how they are, and so you accept the behavior? I don't know. I have no idea. Somebody said, free Jeezy, save them tears, my tie. Well, he confessed he was still healing from childhood trauma with his mom. I don't think that they were ready. I guess he wanted her to be his therapist. I don't know, child. I have no idea. I need to get out and walk. Oh, this man took his legs off, child. Girl. His legs is sitting outside of the car. He's in the car, but his legs are on the outside of the car. Deion Sanders splits from fiance Traci Edmonds after 12 years together. We have mutually decided that it is best. They met in 2012, got engaged in 2019. Wishing both parties peace and clarity. To everyone who has been there for us, supported us, and shown us love, we have mutually decided it's best for us to move forward in life as friends, as we've made a decision to, with love in our hearts, respect for each other, and appreciation for our time we shared together. Please keep us in our prayers as we go through this transition. And I really feel like I really feel like they should have a term on them. I do feel like they shouldn't be marketed as forever. There's so many people in the world, and you think you're supposed to spend forever. That people did it before because they really didn't have a choice. I was watching this guy over the weekend. I found two caregiver channels. Both of the men are taking care of, one is taking care of his grandmother. They are Filipino and taking care of his grandmother. And the other man is a white man. He's actually in Elk Grove over there. And he's taking care of his father, who's 91 years old. Grandma's 94 years old, I believe. And the father is always concerned. He has dementia, right? And he's taking care of his dad. He spends 2 weeks with him and 2 weeks with his other son, right? And I believe the other son also, the mother lives with the other son, because I think he lives alone, like he's single, I think. This man is married and has children, and he's taking care of his father. His father, he says, he keeps saying his father is healthy. He doesn't have anything wrong with him. He was an avid walker. He's just 91 years old and doesn't know who, what. He remembers something. He remembers all his children's name, but he doesn't recognize his children, right? So he's always asking him, how old am I? He says, you're 91. 91, right? So I'm watching this man, and he's so concerned. Two of the things that he's concerned about: his money, being able to go to the bank, and his money, and his children being fed, and wondering if they're okay. And he's always worried about his children. Then I saw another one where he's worried about his wife.